Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Hacks in Your Hands. So guys, in this video we are going to create one GCP virtual machine instance, and in that VM instance we are going to install MySQL, and that MySQL instance we will connect with our MySQL Workbench. Okay, so there are a series of steps that I will just tell you in the notepad. Like I will just tell you like what we are going to do, what is the flow. So first we are going to create one VM instance. Okay, and that would be on the Linux based. Okay, we will create one VM instance on GCP Google Cloud Platform, and later on we will install MySQL in that instance. Okay, and also we have to make some changes in firewall rules. We will create one rule in firewall. Okay, to allow traffic from all IP addresses that I will explain you in the video, and we have to change the configuration file. Okay, and also we will create one remote user, and that's it. Then we will just connect our MySQL Workbench using external IP of the instance of the VM instance. So you just follow the steps which I'm doing, and that will lead you to connect your MySQL Workbench to your SQL server, which is installed in the virtual machine. Okay, so first of all, we are going to create a virtual machine instance on the Google Cloud. So for that, you have to just go log into your Google Cloud platform and go to the compute engine that you can find here in the compute engine. Okay, then create a new instance. That is one option to create one new instance. Okay, so I will just give some name like instance hyphen test. Okay, you can select your region and zone according to your whatever the preferences you have. I will select the cheaper machine. As of now, I will just go with micro E2 micro. That will cost me something like $7. Okay, and I will change my OS. This is Debian. I will change my OS to Linux. I'm sorry, Ubuntu, and I will keep the rest of the settings as it is. I will change this access scope, allow full access to cloud APIs. Okay, and allow HTTP and HTTPS traffic. That's it. So I will just given my name. I have selected my machine type. I've changed my OS, and I've kept like full access to cloud API and allowed both traffic HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, that's it. Create. So we are creating the MySQL instance in the parallel way. Uh, I will also do the firewall settings side by side. So I will open one new tab. Okay, and here I will simply write firewall VPC network. Okay, so I have already created one rule, but I will create one more for you guys. So I will simply name a firewall rule like test firewall access. Okay, something like that. That's just the name of the rule. And here, specify target tags. So you have to give one specific tag that you will put in the VM instance network tag that I will show you. So as of now, I'm just keeping my tag name as instance. I'm sorry, instance tag. Okay, and the source IP address I'm keeping as 0.0.0.0/0. Okay, so what it will do, it will just accept all IP addresses from all the traffic, so it will not block any IP address. That's what we are doing. Okay, the next we are just providing some TCP port. So our MySQL instance would be installed onto 3306 port. So I'm just giving TCP 3306. That's it. So I have given the name of the firewall rule, and I have given the tag name. Okay, so just note this tag somewhere, like this will be this one you have to use in the VM instance network tab. Okay, so you have given the target tag, and you have also given IP address and TCP 3306. That's it. So I will create the rule. Okay, now what I will do, our instance is created now, VM instance. Now I will open it, and I will edit this instance by clicking the edit button here. Okay, now next, what I have to do here, I have to just put there is one field called network tab. Okay, it should be somewhere here. Yeah, network tags. So you will just give the network tag here, what we have created, that's instance tag. So give that tag here and click save. So once you will click save, here in the firewall tab, if you open our rule, you will find that instance name here. Okay, so that means that this tag is already applied to that VM instance. Fine. Now what I have to do here, now next step is we will install MySQL in our VM instance. So to install MySQL, I will take some references of different websites. So this is one website on digitalocean.com. I will put the links in the description, so you can simply copy. I mean, you can just simply follow these steps. So we are going to install MySQL on the VM instance which we have created. So there is one option. So first of all, we will log into our VM instance. So how we can log in? Click on SSH on our instance. Okay. So this will take some like few seconds to get it done, get it loaded. And our first step is like sudo apt update. That's our first command we have to put in our. Okay, so we have logged into our Linux system, Ubuntu system. I will simply do Control V. So the system is getting updated. Okay, fine. Now our next step is we have to install MySQL. So sudo apt install MySQL server, copy and Control V. So they are asking like, do you want additional? So I will say yes. I mean 158 MB will be used. Press yes. And they are asking me my root user ID and password. So that's root, and I will just give my password again. Now next, what we have to do here is we will configure our MySQL. So there is one script, MySQL secure installation. So once it is done, you can do Control V, and they are asking my root password, and so they are asking that they will ask you some series of questions. So as of now, I don't want to set up my validate password plugin. So I will say no. They're asking me, do you want to change password for root? I will say no, I don't want to. And remove anonymous users? No. Disallow root login? No. Remove test database? No. And reload privileges tables now? Yes, I want to do that. So I will just say yes. Okay, all done. Success. So we have installed MySQL successfully. How to check? You can simply check version, like MySQL version. So it's coming fine. Like version is 14.14 and on the Linux operating system. Now, few things we have to do here. As if we look at our notepad, we have to change our configuration file and we have to create remote user. So to change configuration file, I will use this command. I will put this command in the description. That's sudo nano and some file location is there. So I will just do Control V, enter. So this is one configuration file, and here what you have to do, you have to just change this bind address from 127 to all access. So why we are doing this? Because we want all IP accesses. We don't want to block our workbench request, right? So we are just allowing all IP addresses to access our VM instance. So I mean to access our MySQL instance. So I will just change from 127 to 0.0.0. Now I will just save. How to save? Control X. Save, yes, and that's it. Press enter. Okay, fine. So this is done. Now we will just create one remote user. So how to create a remote user? I found this on the Stack Overflow. I will simply create one user, my user, and password is just my pass. So I will copy this file lines, and you can do one by one also. I'm just giving both line at the same time. So Control V, enter. So to both, I'm sorry, I'm extremely sorry. You have to first go to MySQL instance. So how you can go? Sudo MySQL -u root -p. So we are trying to enter into MySQL instance. So press enter, enter password of your root ID. So currently we are into MySQL instance. Now you execute this both lines, create user, then do Control V, enter. So both query OK. So that means we have created two users. I'm sorry, one user with my user and password is my pass. And this is actually remote for the remote access. This user ID and password we will use in our workbench access. Okay, and just just give all access, all grants to this user. So Control V, and okay, so three things are done. Now simply we have to restart our MySQL service. Everything is done. Just go out. How to get out? Like Control Z. And how to restart? Let me just Google it. Like how to restart MySQL service. So there is one. Okay, sudo service MySQL restart. That's the command. I will just simply put here, and yes, that's it. Now we are done with our uh, MySQL installation. Now simply we will copy the external IP of our VM instance, because that we will use in our MySQL Workbench host name. So I will open my MySQL Workbench. I will create a new connection. So that is, I will just keep the name as GCP test. Okay, host name would be our IP, external IP, and port would be, sorry, port would be 3306. My user ID is my user, because we have created my user, and the password is my pass. So I will just store in the vault my pass. Okay, just click on the test connections. Okay, so we have successfully made the MySQL connection. Click OK, and press OK again. Now GCP test, it's here. So simply we have connected MySQL Workbench with GCP instance. So if we want to check, we can create one database. Just for the example, I will simply create database in MySQL. Okay. So I will simply write okay. I will simply just execute the query. I'm not sure whether it's correct or not. Create test DB. Create database test DB. I think so. That is the query. Let me check. Okay, that's create database test db. Okay, I will simply execute. So that is created. Now we will just check in the our instance, MySQL instance. So again, I will log into MySQL instance. How we will log in? Uh, sudo mysql -u root -p, password is root, and I will just type show databases. Okay, that's it. So you can see testdb here, right? So that means our MySQL Workbench and our MySQL server, which is in the GCP VM instance, both are connected and both are into synchronized way. So guys, hope you like the video. I mean, I hope you are, if you are struggling with this, maybe I have solved your doubt. And keep watching more videos on my channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you. Bye bye.